Let me get a fork. I am not a baker, but I'm going to do my best today to make this amazing blueberry tart, but I'm doing it the Brian way. I wanted to make a spicy tart, and I wanted it to taste good. This is not about like destroying myself. This is about making something that would be delicious and also quite spicy. I made a version of this tart last week because I'm gonna be bringing it to my Thanksgiving dinner this year, and I thought it could be spicy. So here I'm making a caramel that's gonna be filling in this tart. And I'm gonna be using Rubus from the Raspberry Hot Sauce Company. And this is a scorpion raspberry sauce, and it is so delicious. And I'm using this as the blueberry filling inside of this instead of blackberries that the tart originally had called for. I'm also using some habanero salt that I had. Honestly, I forgot to bring some salt from home, and this is what I had in my office, and so we're adding a little bit more spice from that. Now, this is where I ran into my first and only real complication. So, the first time I made it, adding the dairy to the caramel, went fine. But the second that I added this, it completely seized up on me, and I think it's because of the maple that's inside of the hot sauce that was there. And I'm not gonna lie, it kind of stressed me out in the beginning. But, as you can see, things will eventually loosen up. Crisis averted. Probably simmered it for somewhere between 5 and 8 minutes for it to just kind of thicken up a little bit. And then we're gonna take that caramel and we're going to set that aside and let it cool down ever so slightly. Now it's time to build the tart. So I made this tart dough, or this crust, about 2 days before filming. And this is the gelatin that's gonna make it all kind of stay together. Gelatin is a weird thing and it does not smell the greatest. Now, we're gonna be adding habaneros and blackberries to this tart, and then we're gonna be taking our caramel filling that I made previously in it. So I'm just placing all of the blackberries and the habaneros in there, which are going to be infusing some of the heat, but I wanted this to look super, super pretty. So we gotta strain out the caramel and get all of the solids in there to make it like super pretty. I don't know if it was necessary to completely strain it, but it's gonna make it the final product look a lot prettier. The first time I made it, the blackberry caramel was a lot more like red and deep mahogany kind of color, and this has definitely got like a brown kind of hint to it, or tint to it, just because of the hot sauce that I used instead of fresh blackberries. So this is the gelatin that I had made, loosening it up, make sure it's all dissolved. I got this induction cooktop for my set now, which is so much better than the crappy old one I had. I always really struggle to cook on my sets because it's not my home kitchen, and I always don't have the tool that I want available to me. And I always have complications, and it never goes the way that I want it to. But this cook actually went about as good as it possibly could have. So just adding the gelatin into that caramel, and that's gonna help it thicken up when I'm gonna refrigerate this tart. The hell yeah factor was very high during this part of it, because I was like, man, this is actually gonna work out, and I'm stoked, because I'm not a baker. I wanna be a baker, but I'm not like a super talented baking guy. And so this is like my first foray into like doing something like a little bit slightly more complicated, even though I would say this is a very approachable recipe for most people's baking standards. All right, we're finally finishing topping it off, and we got to get this guy into the fridge. I let this thing sit for 2 hours in the fridge. I am so happy with how this turned out. It is absolutely beautiful. Here she is. I will say it is not as pretty as the one that I made the other day. Right there. Compare. They look different. That's okay. It's because I used hot sauce, man. I used this beautiful hot sauce to make this, and that's why it is not as pleasantly colored. So let's pop this baby out. It looks beautiful. Now, am I gonna be able to cut it? I'm gonna try to cut this like a freaking professional that I am. I'm not a professional. Okay. Let me get a fork. This is my fork I just ate lunch with. It'll be fine. Just finished lunch.
Look at that freaking tart, man. It's a pretty tart.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I have absolutely no interest in eating these habaneros because I actually want this. The goal of this was for it to taste good. And fresh habaneros are not gonna taste good in this tart. But you know what's gonna taste good in this tart, hopefully, is the freaking Rubus. Look at it. Freaking look at it. Oh gosh, it almost fell. I freaking did it, people. I freaking did it. It's warmer than I thought it was going to be, I'm not going to lie. It is fantastic. It is fantastic. We get one more bite right here at the crust. It's exactly what I want it to be. Like, it is a beautiful, like, raspberry, blackberry, spicy tart for people that like spicy food. It is wonderful. I'm gonna go see if I can get Alex or Andy to eat a piece of it. Would you like some tart?
This part looks delicious.
I have a knife. I can cut you a piece of that part right there.
But I feel like this is gonna be hot as well.
I mean, yeah.
Well, no, thank you.
Would you like some tart?
No, yeah, but I don't want it. Go back to your YouTube channel.
All right, well, they blew it by not trying it, but this thing is absolutely delicious. I hope I can get my wife or my family to eat it. I think it's very, very good. I am very happy with this, and I will make this again. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next. Bye-bye.
Hey, this is Brian Ames. Please click the subscribe button that you see right there, and you'll subscribe to my videos. From now on, I'm going to be eating a lot of peppers. It's going to, oh man, it's going to be great. Bye.